Okay, so good morning, dear student managers, PGDM class of 23-25. Welcome to the session number 2 of SBS Konnect 2023, Enhancing Empathy, Endurance and Excellence. Paresh sir, this initiative, we call it SBS Konnect. After COVID, we started this initiative. And every year we decide a theme and we organize the sessions and activities keeping in mind the theme. This year, the theme of SBS Connect is enhancing empathy, endurance, and excellence. Last year, the theme was embracing Industry 4.0. Now, in this 1 month, before the students will join us here on the campus, we try to inculcate in them certain effective habits like newspaper reading and analysis, book reading, article of interest analysis, then sessions of industry mentors like you. So on 1st June, we had the first session, introductory session, wherein I gave them the briefing of this entire initiative. And now this session on 9th June, you will be in charge of this session, wherein your words of wisdom are going to help them. Basically, our idea is to give them a glimpse that how they can use this B school life fruitfully, how they can use it to their advantage at maximum, these 2 years, what they should do, what they should avoid, etc. And friends, the personality which you can see on your screen currently, let me take this privilege to introduce him. Sir, in these 10 days, I am introducing you second time. But this is a new group, so I am going to again introduce you to this group. As such, friends, you can connect with Paresh sir on LinkedIn and other social media platforms. You will come to know about him, the kind of activities he do. He is a busy man, but he is devoting some portion of his time today for us. So we are so grateful to you, Paresh sir. And let me introduce Paresh sir to this new class of PGDM 23-25. Friends, Mr. Paresh Gupta, 6 times TEDx speaker, 2 times Josh Talk speaker, founder and CEO, GCEC, Global Center for Entrepreneurship and Commerce, Global Foundation, Jaipur, Brevity, brand ambassador, Rajasthan Government Youth and Sports, Chairman ASSOCHAM Startup Council, Rajasthan, recipient of Rajasthan Youth Icon Award, Shri Ram College of Commerce Alumni Award 2020, Business Ranker 40 under 40, Siksha Bharti Award, My FM Legend during Pandemic Award, and Top 100 Who's Who of Rajasthan. Mr. Gupta is mentor to some of the prominent startups. So he is a startup entrepreneur. He is helping other startups to grow. He's helping the young blood of this country, like you guys, those who are there in this meeting, to grow, take their ideas to the market, and sky's the limit. A proud alumnus of Shri Ram College of Commerce, first attempt chartered accountant, MBA from London School of Business and Finance, trained financial modeler from Operis UK, rated amongst the top 20 credit research analysts in Europe. Over 13 years of corporate experience working on the projects of World Bank, PwC, a banker, consultant, and multiple brands associated with him. Co-founder and investor in Neos Angel, a startup consulting company, and runs his own consultancy and giving benefit of his wisdom, his knowledge, his experience to multiple startups. So friends, आप लोग जहां भी बैठे हो, we must give a दिल को छू जाने वाला welcome to Mr. Paresh Gupta. So welcome, sir, and it's over to you. This is a Zoom webinar. So initially, we would love to listen your thoughts on the topic, your wisdom, and then meanwhile, I'll keep on collecting their questions. And then I'll pose questions to you.
Okay, thank you so much. I think it sometimes sounds very embarrassing when you get to hear things about yourself. I am too simple and too modest a man to even hear anything like this about myself. But just to continue with the show off here, I'll tell you that my non-academics is even better than this. So I'm a gold medalist in dance. I'm a trained classical singer, and I'm a musician. I play sitar, guitar, dholak, tabla, violin, xylophone, mouth organ, bongo, congo, you name it, and I'll play it. I'm also, I'm a national level debating champion. I have done bungee jumping, parasailing, scuba diving, snorkeling, clay modeling, calligraphy, astrology, astronomy. I'm a trained scuba diver now. And I love cooking as well. I'm a celebrity chef in 3 restaurants.
Okay.
So, so yes, I do all these variety of stupid things in my life. So whatever comes my way, I just do it. But yes, I just thought, chalo show off kar lete thoda sa. So no, but anyway, thank you so much for inviting me. I think all these guys are, such amazing people. And it takes a lot of, see, is age mein, when these kids are, 18, sorry, these would be like 21, 22-ish, is the classic age then these guys would be. And this is the age when they have this entire pressure of doing something in their careers. And then everybody seems to be doing wow and awesome around them, so somebody suddenly would get, a 40 lakh package, and they're like, oh my God, how are we ever going to get it? So I think my idea for today's presentation will be to break all their norms and to break all the stupid notions that they've built over the last 20, 21 years of their life. And I have gone through the same process. So before I really tell you that, okay, and that's the reason to show off, because it's not that I want to show off, but I want to tell you something personal about my life, and they can hear it in my TEDx talks and others. But I tried committing suicide 3 times. And I am one of those classic people who was really not happy with his life. I come from a very small town called Kishangarh. बहुत छोटी सी जगह है, मतलब Rajasthan में it's like a very small place where nobody even thinks about speaking in English. Forget about going to London and doing his masters and then probably becoming an investment banker in some place. That's like unimaginable for that town, frankly. So I come from that kind of a place, and I was bullied in my school. I was literally physically abused, and I was abused in all forms that you can imagine. And I thought, I don't want to live anymore. People would make fun of me, people would laugh at me, people would just think of me as an outcast. And imagine a guy in Kishangarh trying to learn sitar. Imagine, this is like something so crazy. Or I was saying I will speak in English, and people would literally laugh at me. The same fellow became a heartthrob when he went to London. So I mean, what I was laughed at in Kishangarh became the magical thing in London. It's just the way you changed your perspectives and be wherever you are. So yes, I went through this process. I went to SRCC, and while I went to Shriram College of Commerce, same thing repeated. And this is like 99 2000, when ragging was allowed in this country. And 1999 I went to SRCC. My roommate was ragged. I was not ragged. Okay, and he decided to leave the college. He left the campus, and jate he said ki Paresh is the eyewitness. 99% chances, look at yourself, look inside you and say, would you ever say this? Or you say, no, maine kuch nahi dekha. That's the classic response that anybody would say. I want to stay in the campus. I actually said I saw everything. I'm going to testify these guys. I'm going to ensure that they are suspended, and let this be a news and a lesson for the generations to come. Believe me, this was the biggest ragging scandal in the history of SRCC. You can pick out the newspapers of 99 2000. That was the first year of Delhi University for banning ragging for the first time officially. This was the cover page story of Hindustan Times, Times of India, whichever newspaper you can imagine. I was the man behind that. I never came in front, but of course the name was there, everything was there. So yes, it was there, and that's the time when we decided to fight. And today you see a ragging free world because people like me were fighting 23, 25 years back. So it takes 25 years to bring about a change in the society in a very different way. And it's absolutely all right. So I think these guys have to understand that it's not about just today. It's about your entire lifetime. It is not, don't get worried today. It's about understanding ki puri zindagi mein kya hone wala hai. There's a whole lot of things. So, I have got some slide today, and I'm going to share that today with all of these guys. So I would need, an opportunity to share this. Probably the host has disabled screen sharing.
Okay, so let me enable.
Yes, just allow me to do this. still disabled. Oops. I think I've got it now. So here it is. And let me, yes. So I want to, so this is one story that I wanted to tell you, that if a guy from Kishangarh who had no means, no great information, no resources, my father was a very simple government officer. We never had, privileged background to say, oh, you were born with a silver spoon. I could not afford my tuitions. I could not go to a tuition center. I could not afford a lot of things which people of my age could. In my school, people would wear a very expensive watch and I would just wear a 50 rupees watch and say, I'm happy with this, So my family did not have money to buy mangoes in the house. My mom would have to work extra. She would run a boutique in the house to probably make both ends meet. And that's how I grew up. But then, and I started hating, I started hating a lot of people around me. Log kharab hai, India is a bakwas country, blah, blah, blah. And this is what India is, frankly, today. So thanks to our parents, thanks to their parents, we are very reproductive as a nation. We are a very romantic nation, which follows Sunny Leone more than anybody else. And we produce babies in this nation. Okay. And this is what we produce. So we are now the most populated nations of the world, thanks to the Gen X and Gen Ys. So I am hoping that this Gen Z, which is sitting right with us right now, or the alphas, which are going to come in future, will do something about it. So I think we have. I have anyway done my bit. So I have only one kid. So I'm trying to do 2:1 and bring it down at least by 50%. But I think we need to do something about it. That's the serious problem here, right? So now, a lot of people say this is an opportunity. And I also think there is an opportunity. When there is a problem, there is an opportunity. So yes, there is an opportunity, but there is a bigger problem. The bigger problem is it's right now, it's right there, and there are no jobs. Let's face it. I mean, let's be absolutely honest to ourselves. I mean, I'll give you real examples. When I became a chartered accountant, this is like 20 years back. 2002 is when I became a chartered accountant. I got job offers served on a platter, and my job was 6-7 lakh rupees per annum. This is 20 years back. And it has been 20 years with so many years of inflation. Today also a fresh chartered accountant gets a job of 6-7 lakhs. I mean, the jobs have not changed. Look at an engineer. I get an engineer today for 30,000 rupees in my office anytime. I get an engineer for 40,000 rupees at any time. I mean, is there a serious, significant increase in salaries? My answer is no. Except for a few colleges or few people, which is like, say, the IIMs or, a top shot college, you don't really get that much of salaries. I mean, you today get people at very dirt cheap prices because there's too much. Anyway, there's so much of, people availability, people are resources are available in plenty in this country. And with AI coming in, technology coming in, the need of people is anyway going down. So there's a serious problem. And if there is this problem, all of these kids have to understand. Sorry to call them kids though, but I am very old, unfortunately. People can now start guessing my age. So yes, I'm almost double their ages right now. So yes, I understand that, what they are going to go through is very stiff, crazy competition. And in this competition, if there is a competition, there is an opportunity. There is a serious advantage here. And where is the opportunity is what I'm going to tell, right? So I feel that I used to hate India. I used to hate India for everything. हमसे हमारा अपना खुद का excreta तक handle नहीं होता. मतलब we can't even handle our susu potty. It's that bad. You try to travel between Jaipur to Delhi in a Shatabdi or a Rajdhani, and you open the windows and you have a sight to see. And that's what we are as a country. It is horrible to see that, situation. So this is exactly how we live. But imagine that if there is a problem, then only there is a solution. And there's something to provide. Somebody has to provide that solution. And there is great opportunity to do something about it. So be it social problems, financial problems, business problems, we are full of problems. And if we are full of problems, we're full of opportunities. So take advantage of these opportunities. Start thinking that can you do something different today? It does not have to be standard straight jacket. मुझे ये जा करके एक specific career path लेना and काम खत्म. So it can't be that simple. It has to be more special, more unique, solving a problem, thinking like an entrepreneur, thinking like an owner, and taking ownership of that situation. If you do that, nobody can deny success to you. I mean, it's as simple as this. कि आप kahin bhi chale jao, you will be successful no matter what if you take ownership of the problem. So try to solve a problem. Try to think about it. I'll give you some examples now. And I'm going to give you real life situations. And I have pulled out some very amazing photographs. This is one kid which I love. And if you can see, I am here, this fellow here. Okay. This is a pretty old story. I think this is 2016, if you see. So this is like 7 years old. Okay. This kid here is Harshvardhan Singh Zala. Okay, this fellow, young fellow. And I met him at Vibrant Gujarat. So this is, he's Gujarat. So I want to take a Ahmedabad example. So I went to Gujarat and I was the judge of this competition. There's a B plan competition where all adults are pitching and everything. This young fellow of 14 years comes with a drone in his hand. Okay. And this guy comes and presents and says that I am going to make drones to detect landmines. And I'm like, are you serious, kid? 14 years and he's thinking of creating drones to detect landmines. And it was amazing. Then I took this selfie. So I said, let's take a selfie. Let's put it on our Facebook. That time Facebook was more popular. So I said, let's put it on Facebook. And I'm guaranteeing you will be a superstar in few days. Okay. And this is what happened. So this guy was identified by Mr. Narendra Modi. And he got a contract of 5 crores to develop drones for the Indian Army. You have some scenes in Uri movie with some reflections of the work being done around that. But understand that a 14-year-old kid can do this. And if a 14-year-old can do this, all these 22 years have to learn from him. There is nothing to feel shy of. There is so much to be done differently. Today he's studying in US. He's doing his master's there. He's doing brilliantly well. So imagine that, a young kid is doing something like that. And that's so brilliant. Start thinking that how to beat this. So their competition is not their friends. I mean, my problem with these kids is that ye log apne aaspaas ke bachchon ko sochte hain, ye hamara competition hai. My friend, my classmate, they are not your competition. Either competition is me, beat me. I'm happy. I'm a mentor. I'm very happy that some kid beats me and does better than me. Brilliant. We'll feel so happy and proud about it. Or your competition is a kid like him, who's younger to you and you have so much more to accomplish as compared to him. And that's the way I look at life. I do not look at people equal to my age as any competition. They are just existing. They are peers. They are just competition for the competition's sake. Because if they start thinking like that, imagine that, I mean, for every age in India, you would have about 1 to 1.5 crore people of the same age. Right. So that is the whole condition right now, maybe more, so with a 140-150 crore population, we are talking about 2 crore people of the same age bracket. So 22-year-old people will be at least 2 crore in this country. How many will you beat? How will you be beating this? So this is my first tip. And it's called Andho Mein Kana Raja. I love this. Okay. So we have been taught and this session is going to be all about telling ki whatever we have been taught in our school days and things around us is half bullshit, maybe 100% bullshit. Look at life differently now. Things have changed, So we have been just told Andho Mein Kana Raja is like, okay, I mean, they're not good enough. You just Andho Mein Kana Raja. I think this is the best thing that can happen to you. This is the best thing to achieve. There is no point to be perfect. You can't be, right? I mean, you said so many good things about me. I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. I think I'm a very mediocre, average person from a small town who decided to become this. Okay. So in 10th grade, I was among the toppers. I'm in top 3, top 4 students in my class. And I went to my principal, and this is like 1996, right? So it's such an old time back. I went to my principal and said, I want to take commerce. His eyes popped out. He's like, Tera dimag kharab ho gaya. What is wrong with you? Matlab, you're a topper, dude. You have got such good percentage. You are supposed to take science. They put my name in science. I said, sir, I will not take science. I will take commerce only. And everybody was like shocked in my whole school. Everybody said, this guy is going to ruin his career. This guy is gone. Ye to bigad gaya hai. Ye hua. Sab drama. Everything happened with me. The irony is that all toppers went to science. I was the only topper in my school with my 90%. Everybody else's percentage was in some 80s, 5-10% behind me. Now I am the Andho Mein Kana Raja, sir. And imagine that if I am the Andho Mein Kana Raja in my school, same thing is in all schools. Entire topper fleet went to science. I went to commerce. And I topped the whole state, first rank in Rajasthan for being Andho Mein Kana Raja. And you're praising me now, oh, say blah, 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 great done. No, probably not. If I would have gone to science, I would have been some 500 400 rank in IIT JEE, मैं कोई chemical engineering करके पढ़ा हुआ था कहीं पे, and I would not be talking here in this session at all. So I think there is this whole point of understanding what you are different, and try to be different in that world. Then when I go to SRCC, I went to SRCC and then I went to London School of Business and Finance also. So when you go to London, everybody is a topper, so I mean, you go with this entire accord in you that show you are a topper, you are this, you are that. Suddenly you go to a place where everybody is a topper. Everybody stands up and say, I have this. And what do I say there? I say, I'm a sitar player from India. Chalo London mein aake sitar bajao mere saath. Nobody has it there. Then I'm Andho mein Kana Raja again. So there my topper status does not count. There my sitar tips makes more sense, So if I carry my sitar around, if I do something different, people would look at me, So I have to be Andho mein Kana Raja. They have to understand their thumb impression, and that's so unique. It is not the same for any of us. Thumb impression, retina, DNA, bone marrow, everything, footprints, everything is different. Imagine. And if that is so different, why are we trying to be like somebody? Forget about being like somebody. Don't be like anybody. Be like yourself. The best version of yourself is what you should be. So I think that's something for everybody to understand. कि कोई जरूरत नहीं है competition के पीछे भागने की. You do not have to be the topper. It does not matter. The most successful people on earth are not toppers. It's okay to be not toppers, even if you drop out of college, but do something exemplary, do something different, and be the best version of yourself. You will do well. And I think that's the first lesson that I can pass on to all of these guys. My next lesson is this. That sounds very weird, but my question to everybody here is, who is the most beautiful woman out of these? Anybody wants to tell me? And everybody is trying to, everybody highlights this girl and say, oh, iski nose pointed hai, shayad yahi sabse sundar niklegi. You're just doing super guesswork. Trust me, she is not. Even I don't know. The answer here is very simple. हमें बचपन से बोला जाता है कि do not open your mouth, stay shut, stay quiet, stay calm. Speaking is silver, silence is golden. My answer is bullshit. Speak. Reveal your face. Reveal yourself. Talk about yourself. If you do not lift the veil, if you do not lift it, you can't find out who's the most important and the best person around. So you have to express yourself. आपको बोलना पड़ेगा. आपके पास choice ही नहीं है. Do not sit quiet. Asking no questions is not an option. Not speaking is not an option, because if you don't speak, you get nowhere. Right? I mean, there's just nothing probably to So I mean, I think that's what is so important, that you have to start thinking, I'm saying I am this. Be proud of yourself, whatever you are. It's okay to feel good about what are your problems. I am okay to tell people these are my shortcomings. I am okay to tell people this is what I'm not good at, and reveal. See, boss, I am like this. I am like this. Speak about it. जिसको जो सोचना है सोच लो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? बुराई तो सोचेंगे, कम से कम सोचेंगे तो सही. सबसे important, the way people are thinking about me, people are talking about you is so important. So reveal yourself. Do not sit quiet. Do not sit huddled up. Of course, speak sense. Learn to improve it. Learn to learn from other people. But it is very, very important. And start thinking in that direction. This is my favorite. So one of my favorites. This is जितनी चादर उतने पांव फैलाओ. Right? I mean, this is what I call. Do you want to be, santoshi sada sukhi, or you need to be greedy? So I think yes. Once you reach an age like mine, of course it's okay to be santoshi. I have decided to leave all that money race and rat race of earning money and all that. I've grown over it. So I think now the age is more self-actualization, sharing, mentoring, guiding people, and doing all of those things, because you have crossed a particular level. But at your age, you are supposed to be greedy. And I'm genuinely telling you, learn to be greedy. It is okay to be not Santoshi right now. Ask for more, dream for more, think for more. If you do not think for more, you will not get it. It is not going to happen without this. Right? I mean, of course. So we are told the stupid story of a rabbit and a tortoise, and say, oh, go slow and steady wins the race. I mean, all you have to do is not become overconfident. All you have to do is not to think too high about yourself. You have to learn to be modest. and and then do things. So that's most important. Do it, do fast, be the rabbit, be the hare, run fast, finish the race, crack the deal, and then come back. Period. It's that simple. So I think all of you have to start understanding that you have to start thinking you need to have a bigger bed, you need to have buddy chadar, and get that buddy chadar. So it's okay to be little demanding. Start thinking more of life. What you can achieve and accomplish is brilliant. And I'll tell you the simplest tip of doing this. What is the benefit of talking to people like me? Start thinking. You can do it by yourself. Go online. You can again do this. There's no big deal about it. But start thinking, how do you know Earth is round? You just know because somebody else taught you. So start thinking that now if you know, you can launch a satellite. So we could probably, discover that Earth is round. Now you guys launch the satellite. And that's exactly what you want. You don't have to again go back and do the same drill and say, oh, Earth is round. It's the most stupid thing to do. So start not reinventing the wheel. Do it faster, do it quicker, be a little greedy, start thinking more, desire more from life, be it anything. Not only financially. It's okay to be not financially greedy, but think about dreams in life. Have a dream, have a clear plan, close your eyes and say, this is the way I want to live my life. And it will come through. Trust me, किसी चीज को तुम शिद्दत से चाहो तो पूरी कायनात तुम्हें उससे मिलाने से जुड़ जाएगी, ये होगा. And you'll be surprised. It has happened to me. It will happen to you. It has happened to everybody. You have to just do it and have faith in yourself. This is another one. And this is a very quick one, cute one. But this one is about hard work. And you're told there is no shortcut to hard work. My answer is there is always a better way to do it. And there's always a shorter cut. And there's always a smarter cut. You do that smarter cut the hard way. With a lot of hard work. So imagine that now you do your hard work with the right approach, with the right strategy, with the right knowledge, under the right guidance. Have a good mentor. And that's what most people don't have. Trust me, 5 people are important. Mummy, papa, bhai, behan, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, ek best friend, or ek mentor. You might have, I don't know how many of you have all 5, but mentor is the most important person in your life. If you don't have this, have one right now, because a mentor would actually criticize you. He's going to tell you tum shit ho, aur fir bhi tumhara acha chahega. Imagine what more can you ask? It's a very tough job. And whenever I mentor somebody, I go and tell him, see, I'm telling you, you are stupid, and I'm expecting still you to like me. It is the most difficult thing to do. But that is what it is, that, have a person who can criticize you, propel you in the right direction, tell you what. And because mentors are not emotionally attached to you, they will not have an emotional bond. Oh, tumko lag gayi to kya hoga? If you feel bad to kya hoga? They don't care about it. They are people who are looking at it from a third party angle. They're looking at it from a independent view. They don't have an emotional attachment, and they can still see your life in the right direction. So start having a good mentor who can give you the shortcuts. He has already done those things, and you can have multiple mentors. It's not okay you don't need to have only one mentor. I have 3, and it's okay to have 3, right? I go to each one of them with every different time. Different problems, different people. I say, this guy is good for this. This guy is good for this. Let me reach out to them. Take help. There is no harm in taking help. So we should not be shy of taking help from people and say, what to do? मैं कैसे करूं? मेरे को शर्म आती है. मेरे को नहीं बोलना है. Your problem will not be solved. You will constantly be working like you will always be working like a donkey. Keep on doing hard work. You will achieve nothing in life. So always do a shortcut, do a smarter way. And this is my favorite and the last one, maybe. This is what my mom told me. Okay. कि बेटा तू पढ़ाई नहीं करेगा तो तू बड़ा होके पान की दुकान चलाएगा या समोसे का ठेला चलाएगा. I have both the examples. I can take one of them. So पान की दुकान का एग्जांपल लेते हैं, बहुत ही मजेदार है. Because I used to study, I topped all these exams because of this sentence only. I would be so scared. I would think, oh, पान की दुकान चलानी पड़ेगी. Let's do study. At least I'll have a good AC office. Okay. Now I came back from London, investment banker, good decent salary, good work. I've done deals worth 40,000 crores, mind you. So yes, I have done good amount of work in my life. Now I came back to India, and then I live in a decent posh colony. So 3 houses ahead of my house was another house. And suddenly we figured out purchased by somebody who has got more Mercedes and bigger cars and, way better everything, ACs and all sorts of swanky infrastructure, and everything is being put up. We started figuring out who's this guy, who is this person. And then there was this function. They had this housewarming function. The entire road was in red and green color. And then we figured out who is that person. And this person who actually has a pan masala shop or a pan ki dukan or something like that has a bigger house than an investment banker from London, and who's a topper and blah blah blah. It's absolutely all right, trust me. Just do it well. A green leaf startup in Delhi which sells pan is today a very, very happy, it's a multi-million-dollar startup today. Right, they're very rich people. Big deal about it today. All look at Vimal Pan Masala. We look at it, right? Every day we hear that story, and every day we hear it on our radios. Are you thinking that they are not good enough? They are wow people. Yeah, they're doing fantastic business for themselves. So it's okay to be a panwala. It is okay to be anybody. And I will top it up with one thing, that just remember one word, from my side. Log gaye tel lene. Do not worry about dunya kya kahegi. You are going to ruin your life. And at this age, this is your first step towards adulthood. You're just, technically you're 3 years old for me, right? Or 4 years old for me, because you just turned adult 3 years back, right? So your adulthood journey is only 3 years. You're a baby as an adult for me. You do not know decision making. For you, public opinion is so important. You are so worried about what people are saying on Instagram, who's liking your post, who's not liking your post, who's saying good about you, who's saying bad about you. You're constantly thinking about it. For you, your social presence, your peer presence, your what people around you are thinking about you is so important. Think about somebody who's at 60, 70. They will tell you that it did not matter ever. It is not going to matter in life. What is going to matter is, what did you do for yourself? Start thinking that, did you make sense of your life? Did you do something worth to yourself? Did you learn the best skills? Did you pass it on to the next generations? Did you really create value in this earth? Or your life is just useless? You're just busy running after, everybody's opinions. I did that for multiple years in my life. And I think that was the shittest decision of my life. I think that's the most stupid thing that I did. I kept on running. This guy will think like this. This guy will think like this. This guy will think like this. Go to hell, yeah. I can't be living for others. I stopped living because of others. I have to live for myself. I have to start thinking about myself. And that's the only way of success. So if at all you think you wanted to achieve something in life, anything in life, stop worrying about what people will say. Just be yourself and do well. And that's me. So yes, please, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn. Type Paresh Gupta on Google. Almost all top 100 results are mine. So yes, fairly well known. More than happy to talk to each one of you. Drop me a text, drop me a message, whatever place you want to get in touch with me. If you need any help, if you need any mentorship, any guidance, I'm very, very happy. And thank you, Dr. Prashant, for having me here today. It was a super pleasure to be a part of this, and lovely. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's great. That's great, sir. But we are not going to leave you. We have questions. And friends, there is an option of Q&A. Type your question there. I'll take it up to Paresh, sir. And I am going to start with my couple of questions, sir. Meanwhile, students will post their questions. My question is, अगर आज आपको PGDM करना हो, तो आप उस PGDM प्रोग्राम से क्या एक्सपेक्टेशन रखते हो? If suppose आप आज एडमिशन लेने निकले पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा इन मैनेजमेंट या MBA में, आपके क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस होंगे in this day and age?
So sorry, I think yes, that was one thing which I was supposed to cover in the conversation, because you said expectation from this, and these are some of the things which I wanted to do this. मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ा factor होगा good networking and good connections. That is my biggest expectation, because अगर हम कहीं भी जाते हैं तो जो institutions हैं, आज डेट में academic institutions and organizational institutions का benefit ही networking, and 95% jobs and 100% business happens through networking. So if I know the partners and directors of top shot companies, and if I can understand and meet them in that organization, I think that is a brilliant thing. Irrespective, I don't care about the brand, I don't care about other things, infrastructure. These are secondary matters for me. But what I expect is good network, good connections, good people. And any institution is good by the trainers and mentors. So for me, good mentors are the most important thing for me. So I think the expectation is more about people. So I have a very strong people's expectation. Always, I would want good people to be associated with me, good people around me, so that I can network with them, build that connection, build that reputation. Second thing is freedom. and flexibility. So I would definitely want the institution to give me enough freedom and flexibility to say, do what you like, and we are with you. It's okay to be a singer, and it's okay to be even a dancer. It's okay to be a painter, and you can still create a career in painting with management around it. So I know, because I mentor kids like that. I know a musician who was a musician person, and we taught him business plus technology together. And he's today, an artist management company of his own, and he's running an entrepreneurship business around that. So imagine music plus technology could be a combination, and that's a deadly combination ever to have. So my father is a engineer plus lawyer. Imagine a deadly combination, right? I am, I am very artistic. I'm a very creative person. Plus, I'm a finance person. Imagine finance plus creativity. Nobody imagines it. So yes, these deadly combinations are fantastic in this world. So I would expect the organization to allow me that flexibility to do what you like, explore opportunities in variety of fields, and probably the last thing is, that allow me to be an entrepreneur and build a lot of entrepreneurial activity, because I think that's the way to go forward in future. So all these MBAs should probably look at intrapreneurship, if not entrepreneurship. That is the future of the world. So yeah, I mean, these are some of my expectations.
And on these lines only, the next question is from Rishabh. Sir, should we aim for placement in big MNC or our own startup? What you will suggest?
बाप रे, देखो बहुत डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन है. इसका आंसर आपके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. इनफैक्ट बोथ द साइड्स आर नॉट इजी. I may be biased because I've been on both sides. I have worked on best of the organizations. So I started my career with World Bank, PwC, HSBC, CIBC, London, Sutherland, US. I worked in all of these countries, and then I've started my own startup venture, and I'm now doing my business, and I like it what I do today. My answer is startup is not easy, and neither is getting a job. Okay. There is a difference. Now, what are the differences? If you are a faint-hearted person, if you're a darpoke person, please do not think of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur's life is like a, sinusoidal wave. It is not an easy story, right? So you are up one day and down another day, and up another day and down another day. And if you can handle it, if you can go through that journey, if you can go through that grind when your friends are, let's say, I'll give you a real example. Dekho, main wapas aaya London se, and I came back not because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I came back because of some health reasons. So I came back, and then I realized ki all my friends are going for Australia holiday, US holiday, ye wo, and I was like, मेरे पास तो अहमदाबाद जाने के भी पैसे नहीं है, because I decided to take an entrepreneurial journey. So I was like, I am now financially broke, and that situation almost continued for 2 to 3 years. I lost 40 lakh rupees in my business. My first business, I lost 40 lakh rupees. We failed big time. And you'll be surprised, I took a vow. मेरे घर पे एक टेबल चेयर था मेरे डैड का, मैं उस पे बैठा, and I was like, आज के बाद जो बिजनेस होगा ना, केवल इस टेबल चेयर से बनेगा, बाकी कुछ नहीं होगा, right? And today I have multiple institutions plus multiple businesses, and all these things that I've created are out of that one table and chair, mind you. So I have not taken any money from anybody yet. So yes, it is a tough journey, but it's very challenging. So there's a lot of fun side to it. There's a lot of flip side to it. So being an entrepreneur is not going to be easy if you are the darpoke person who wants a stable life and say, मेरे को सब कुछ smooth चाहिए. Although मैं लोगों को बोलता हूँ इससे कुछ फायदा नहीं है, because it is not so fun. But a lot of people decide it like that. So if you're getting a smooth life and you want to continue with a smooth flat line, please go with it. If you want to have a life like this, which goes up and down, but a lot of fun and a lot of masti, plus a lot of independence, then entrepreneurship is a better option. I'll also suggest that think about your financial conditions at home. Think about the dependencies that you have at home. Think about your responsibilities at home, and then you take those decisions, right? So me and my wife took that conscious decision. We like, okay, हम कम में रह लेंगे. हमारी requirements नहीं है. My lifestyle is too simple. So the money that I spend on myself is too less to ever think about कि मुझे लाखों की salary या करोड़ों की salary चाहिए. मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं. So even as an entrepreneur, even if I'm earning all of it, it is just there, or if I'm not earning, it still doesn't matter because my life is too simple. So yes, you have to take that decision, and it's a very personal, individualistic decision. I am always biased towards entrepreneurship, but that's not what I would want to say here.
Okay, thank you, sir. And next question is from Tisha. Tisha says, sir, I get really nervous when it comes to competitive exams. So she gets nervous whenever she see competition. She gets anxious. How can she overcome it? That's थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है लेकिन
नहीं,
क्वेश्चन
अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है। और मैं आपको एक बात बताता हूँ कि कभी सुसाइड करने की कोशिश करो।
सर क्या कर रहे हो
क्या
आप?
होगा?
सर हमारे बच्चों को हमें कैंपस पर बुलाना है।
आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू गिव एन एग्जांपल, बट मैं आपको बताता हूँ, मेरे को आंसर ऐसे ही मिला था। सो आई गॉट सो फ्रस्ट्रेटेड विद दिस कंपटीशन एंड पीपल अराउंड मी। मैंने कहा मैं ना एक बॉम्बे के घर की बिल्डिंग की छत पे जाके खड़ा हो गया। मैंने कहा यहाँ से कूदेंगे ना, अब तो गारंटी डेथ है। और जैसे ही नीचे देखा ना, बहुत डर लगा। मुझे लगा यार ये तो खत्म, मतलब दिस इज टू स्कैरी। एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्ट सीइंग दिस, देन यू स्टार्ट रियलाइजिंग कि आप अभी तक क्या कर रहे थे। आप अपनी जिंदगी जी दूसरों के ले रहे हो। आप अपने आप को कंपटीशन से देखते ही क्यों? आप अपने आप को देखो and stop looking at that competition. I said, I will stop looking at what other people think. I will just jump the other side and do what I want to do. जिसको जो सोचना है सोचता रहे. So whenever you're facing a competition, आप ये सोचो वर्स्ट से वर्स्ट क्या होगा, बुरे से बुरा क्या होगा, फेल हो जाओगे, मान के चलो फेल हो, अब देखे देखो, अब जो भी आएगा बोनस है। एक नंबर भी आया ना तो बोनस है, नेगेटिव तो नहीं आएगा यार, इतना तो कॉन्फिडेंस रखो। So period. Its answer is so simple that do not think about, yes, it's a competitive world. I am not denying that people are looking at you and people will continue to look at you like you do it. हो सकता है तुमसे भी 15 लोग इंटिमिडेट होते हो, you just don't know, right? 100 लोग तुमको भी देख करके डर सकते हैं। So do not worry about this, because if you keep on worrying about this, इसका आंसर ही नहीं निकलेगा। इसका सिंपल सोल्यूशन है, वर्स्ट, इमेजिन द वर्स्ट, इमेजिन यू आर गोइंग टू फेल, इमेजिन दिस इज गोइंग टू हैपन, मेरे साथ तो होने वाला है, मैं तो पास ही नहीं होने वाला, अब क्या होगा? अब जितना भी आपने करा वो वाव है, वो विन है। यू विल स्टार्ट फीलिंग गुड अबाउट योरसेल्फ, यू विल स्टार्ट लाइकिंग योरसेल्फ एंड स्लोली यू विल प्रोग्रेस इट। दैट्स नंबर 1 स्ट्रैटेजी। नंबर 2 स्ट्रैटेजी ये है कि अगर आपको हराना भी है, कंपटीशन देखना भी है, तो केवल नंबर 1 वाला कंपटीशन देखो, बाकी सबको भूल जाओ। So don't think everybody is your competition. Only the topper is. So if you want to be a singer, Arijit Singh is your competition, or Shreya Ghoshal is your competition, or whatever. You know, the best is your competition. अब आपको उसको हराना है, तो इतनी मेहनत करो, इतना एफर्ट डालो कि उसको हरा सको। The moment you are there putting as much effort as the best person in the class, there is no competition anyway. So competition is never more than one. Competition can only be one person, can't be the whole class. Otherwise, you will kill yourself. It is as good as committing living suicide. So you are actually, and I can understand the amount of pain that you must be going through in this process. You know, मतलब ये आसान हो ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि आप गलत कर रहे हो। You know, आपका कंपटीशन या तो एक इंसान है या आप खुद हो। तो टेक्निकली 2 लोग हैं, आप एक खुद और एक आपके उस पर्टिकुलर सेटअप का बेस्ट परफॉर्मर। इसके आगे कोई कंपटीशन नहीं है। इफ यू स्टार्ट थिंकिंग अबाउट एवरीबॉडी एल्स, यू आर जस्ट किलिंग योरसेल्फ। स्टॉप वरिंग अबाउट इट, डू योर बेस्ट, बाकी देखी जाएगी यार। सोच के देखो, स्टीव जॉब्स, बिल गेट्स, दे लेफ्ट देयर कॉलेजेस, दे आर द वंस हु आर हायरिंग ऑल द टॉपर्स फ्रॉम हार्वर्ड एंड स्टैनफोर्ड। डोंट वरी अबाउट इट यार। सो हाउ डज इट मैटर? नहीं होगा तो हम कुछ और बनने के लिए लिखे हुए हैं, हमारे हाथ में कुछ और है, उस लाइन को ढूंढो एंड वर्क ऑन दैट लाइन। That's the answer from my side.
Wow, that's great. So, sir, Shiv is asking how to come out this problem of overthinking. I think he is into overthinking.
So this is called procrastination.
Okay.
Classic problem of the youngsters, right? And classic problem of most of the world. I think it is, हमारे पास इतना ज्यादा वेला टाइम है तो हम क्या करें, सोचते ही रहेंगे। तो इसका आंसर मतलब मेरी तरफ से 2-3 चीजें। It is okay to think, but have constructive thinking rather than useless thinking. So I think a lot. I am an idea person. I keep thinking. My brain is so active that, you know, मेरे घर वाले बोलते तू इतना कैसे सोचता है? But then it is more productive thinking. So if you're a thinker, if you have a lot of thinking abilities, channelize them in the right direction. Be purposeful. Start creating purposes in your life. The problem with you is you do not have a purpose. You do not have a direction. So if the day you have a direction, you know, ये मेरा लाइफ का गोल है, ये मेरे को अचीव करना है, तो बाकी कुछ सोचने का टाइम ही नहीं है। मेरे पास genuinely, I have no time to do any gossip. I have no time to talk about other people. I have no time to think about इसने ऐसा किया, उसने ऐसा किया, ये वो कर रहा है, इसका ऐसी जिंदगी। I have, because I am so focused on myself. Be selfish. Learn to be selfish, right? Stop thinking about others. It's okay to think and think positive, not negative. So start thinking, मेरे पास ये abilities है, मेरे पास ये strengths है, मेरे को ये achieve करना है. These are my steps to achieving this. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 करो, define करो, action लो और आगे बढ़ जाओ. I mean, it's that simple that you do not have to worry about Overthinking is not a problem. There's nothing called overthinking. If God has given you brains, use it. The more you use it, the better it is. But so you don't have to stop your brain and say, don't stop. No, but start thinking constructive, start thinking positive, start thinking in the right direction. So what direction kahan se milega? By having a right purpose in life. I'm sure आपकी लाइफ का पर्पस शायद अभी इतना छोटा होगा, मेरे को उस लड़की को पटाना है. I mean, so that's too small a purpose to have. Have a more constructive, sensible, long-term purpose कि यार मुझे ये अचीव करना है मेरी लाइफ में. I want to bring a change of 100 people in my life. I want to do something. I have saved 700 people from committing suicide, sir. And this is what I'm happy spending time on. मेरे पास किसी का फोन आता है, मैं rather than मेरे पड़ोसी की कौवा कोयल करूं, उसकी जगह मैं वो किसी को help करके and I can save his life, I would rather spend my time doing that. I don't talk in any of the parties. मैं कहीं बात ही नहीं कर पाता. मतलब social gatherings, I am the quietest man. Here, imagine how much I am talking. मैं बोले ही जा रहा हूं. Because मेरे को मेरा purpose मालूम है कि I have to bring impact to people. And that's what this guy has to do. I'm sure he'll be fantastic.
Yeah. So friends, I am taking your questions as and when I am receiving the questions in the Q&A box. And जो questions common है मैं उनको repeat नहीं कर रहा हूँ. So ताकि हम time waste ना करें, सर का भी और आप लोगों का भी. Sir, next question is from Rushali. That sir कोई idea नहीं है लेकिन entrepreneur बनना है. तो क्या करना चाहिए?
मैं थोड़ा और बड़ा क्वेश्चन कर देता हूं कि मेरे को स्टार्टअप ना करने के 5 बहाने चाहिए, ये उसमें से एक है.
ओके.
तो मैं आपको 5 बहाने बता देता हूं. एक छोड़ो, मेरे पास आइडिया नहीं है, मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, राइट, मेरे मम्मी पापा नहीं मानेंगे, मेरे को डर लगता है. इसके आगे मेरे को 5वां आंसर आज तक कुछ मिला नहीं. ठीक है, मैं चारों का आंसर दे देता हूं. सो पहला, मेरे पास आइडिया नहीं है तो चुरा लो. किसने बोला? तुम्हें साइंटिस्ट बनना है कि स्टार्टअप एंटरप्रेन्योर, ये तुम डिसाइड करो. राइट, स्टार्टअप या बिजनेस फाउंडर बनने के लिए आइडिया होना जरूरी नहीं है. शार्क टैंक पे लोग आइडियाज दिए जा रहे हैं. यूएस का शार्क टैंक उठाओ, पिछले 10 साल से चल रहा है. चुराओ, फैंटास्टिक, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, देयर इज नो आईपी. एवरी स्टार्टअप इज अ कॉपी. Google is not the first search engine. Facebook is not the first social media platform. Flipkart is not the first e-commerce platform. Amazon is also not the first e-commerce platform. Uber is not the first cab sharing platform. Ola is not the first cab sharing. सबने चुराया भाई, तुमने चुरा लिया तो क्या गलत कर दिया? केवल उनसे अच्छा करना है तुमको. So startup is not about an idea. It is about how do you execute the idea. How do you do it brilliantly? What special thing that you bring to that idea? Imagine, I'll tell you, Facebook से पहले Orkut हुआ करता था, और Orkut एक फ्लैट प्लेटफॉर्म था जहां पे केवल लोग अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन डालते थे. Google प्लस भी होता था, और Facebook आया, उसने कहा हम थम्स अप एंड थम्स डाउन कर देंगे फोटो के ऊपर. राइट, एंड दैट वाज द ओनली रीजन, दैट वाज द ओनली इनोवेशन. इमेजिन, थम्स अप एंड थम्स डाउन इनोवेशन है. इतना ही इनोवेशन किया उन्होंने और कुछ नहीं किया. सेम कॉपी था. फ्लिपकार्ट आया, फ्लिपकार्ट से पहले Amazon था. बोथ ऑफ देम यूज्ड टू, दे कॉपीड फ्रॉम Amazon एज इट इज. उन्होंने केवल एक चीज ऐड करी, उन्होंने कहा कैश ऑन डिलीवरी कर देते हैं. ये उनका इनोवेशन था सर. मतलब इनोवेशन इज ओनली दिस मच. सो यू डू नॉट हैव टू वरी अबाउट एन आइडिया. यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट कि अभी के जो बिजनेसेस हैं वो क्या कर रहे हैं और आप उसे थोड़ा बेटर कैसे कर सकते हो. कैन यू जस्ट डू 10%, 2% better, and that's the only thing. So idea is only worth that much. If you don't have the money, I can also tell you कि इस समय पे जितना पैसा गवर्नमेंट दे रही है, मैं कल, so I was doing a session with all my Rajasthan young startups. So government has given me like 70 students to mentor right now, and government is giving 10 lakh rupees to each of the startups just to do a startup right now. Look, Gujarat, imagine Gujarat government is paying a hell lot of money to startups. यार आओ जाके incubate तो करो, जाके government को बोलो तो सही. People like us will come forward and give you that money. Don't worry about it. The money is definitely not a concern. We need good people, we need good brains, and we need good ideas to come forward and execute it well. I think that's the most important thing. वो आप करने लग जाओ. There are multiple, so government is paying, competition में जाओ, लाख 2 लाख रुपए तो competition price में मिल जाता है. हमने तो अपना first year ऐसे ही चला है. We went to some 20 competitions, we won 25 lakh rupees, and that was our earning for the year. So you can do this. There's a lot of money available. Plus today with the technology age, if you want to start, let's say an Amazon e-commerce platform, चाहिए क्या यार तुमको? एक कंपनी रजिस्टर करानी है विद जीएसटी नंबर, एक एक वेबसाइट बनाना है, और कुछ प्रोडक्ट किसी से बोलना है कि भाई हमें दे देना. जब डिमांड आएगी और जब प्रोडक्ट की रिक्वायरमेंट आएगी तब जाकर के तुम्हें उसको बेचना है. So तब खरीदना है, पैक करना है, भेज देना है. That is what it requires to have a business today. It does not take more than 20-30,000 rupees to start a business. So money is also not required. तुमको डर लगता है तो yes, I don't think you should do a startup anyway. I think that's very clear. But आप ये समझो कि आपने engineering का एग्जाम दिया होगा या CA का एग्जाम दिया होगा या नीट का एग्जाम दिया होगा, कोई तो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम दिया होगा, उसकी पास परसेंटेज, और तुमने उसके लिए 20-21 साल लगा दिए. इमेजिन 18 इयर्स में मोस्टली लोग एग्जाम देते, 18-15 साल से तुम पढ़ रहे थे फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर सिस्टम. यू स्पेंड 15 years of your life to get to 1% or less than 1% of that competition, right? IIT क्रैक करने का अगर आपने एग्जाम दिया है तो you are trying to be top 1% of the country, less than 1%, 0.1% of the country technically. तब आपको रिस्क में डर नहीं लगा, तब आपको प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी. So अभी क्यों प्रॉब्लम है? अब आपको सब कुछ अभी चाहिए. Now you want to spend 1 year only and you want to be successful startup. That's bullshit. Spend another 15 years, sir. Spend 15 years. Then if you don't become successful, then ask me. Trust me, startup की success rate 10% है. IIT JEE की 1% है. So this is 10 times easier than IIT JEE. Understand, it is 100 times easier than NEET. It is probably 4 times easier than being a chartered accountant. So trust me, it is easier than any of these courses. It's okay. So that's what it is. And मम्मी पापा नहीं मानेंगे, तुम्हारी जिंदगी, तुम ये भरोसा रखो, तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स तुम्हें केवल खुश देखना चाहते हैं. They just want you happy, they just want you successful, and that's all. Right? They have their own notion of your success and happiness, but that need not be true. शादी कैसे करोगे? Ultimately, you will be responsible for selecting the partner. तुम constantly उनको blame करके कुछ निकाल नहीं लो. So yes, it is better to make your choices, convince them, whatever way, be successful. They will always be happy for you. If you are happy, they are happy. So have faith in your parents, and they love you. Trust me.
Wow, that's amazing. So now questions तो आपसे हमने पूछे, एक दो फीडबैक मैं आपको सुनाता हूँ जो लिखे हैं स्टूडेंट्स ने. सुवरंजन ने लिखा है, गुड मॉर्निंग सर, दिस इज नॉट अ क्वेश्चन, जस्ट वांटेड टू से दैट आई टू scored 95% in 10th. I wanted to take commerce, but my father said that I would herd cows taking commerce. So I took science. I could do nothing in science, but after listening you, I hope I can do things differently now. So this is something Suvaranjan has mentioned. Now, question from Vidhi. कि सर कंपैरिजन बहुत करते हैं लोग, परिवार में भी ऐसा होता है ना कि वो अच्छा कर रहा है, वो अच्छी कर रही है, तो फिर हम लोग भी कंपैरिजन मोड में आ जाते हैं. तो वो जो बिकमिंग अ बेटर वर्जन ऑफ आवर सेल्फ है, कंपटीशन खुद से, जो बात आप कर रहे हो, वो कहीं पीछे रह जाता है और हम उसी में फंसते चले जाते हैं ना. ये विधि को ये प्रॉब्लम है.
मैं आपको ना सर अपनी रियल लाइफ स्टोरी बताता हूँ. मैं बचपन में बहुत क्वाइट था, मैं बहुत डरपोक सा बच्चा था और बहुत ही मीक एंड फीबल, मतलब आई वुड नॉट टॉक टू एनीबडी. और मेरे घर पे ना मेरे मामा काका चाचा के बच्चे आते थे, मेरी मम्मी को बोलते थे कि बुआ ये परेश तो कुछ बोलता ही नहीं है, ये तो कुछ, इसकी तो आवाज भी नहीं, इसको तो फोन उठा के बात करना भी नहीं आता, होगा टॉपर क्लास का, उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता है, ही इज नॉट स्मार्ट, एनीथिंग लाइक दैट. एंड ये सब मैं सुनता था और बहुत दुख होता था सर. राइट. फिर मैं एक बार ना स्टेज पे गया और वहां पे डिबेट कॉम्पिटिशन में मुझे स्कूल वालों ने धक्का मार के डाल दिया, नाम डाल दिया, तो खड़े हो गए स्टेज के ऊपर. स्टेज पे खड़े हुए सब लोग को देखा, सिट्टी पिट्टी गुम, और मैं रोने लग गया. एंड दिस माय 5th ग्रेड स्टोरी. सो रियल स्टोरी है कि मैं 5th ग्रेड पे स्टेज पे जाके रोने लग गया. मैं वापस नीचे उतरा और मैंने ना एक ही कसम खाई कि अब दोबारा आऊंगा ना तो लोग ताली ही मारेंगे, ये तो गारंटी है. राइट. एंड आई विल लर्न एंड बी द बेस्ट. And that is what it is. It takes a lot of grit, determination, and hard work to be where you are. So TEDx was my dream for 20 years. I decided to be a TEDx or a TED speaker. In fact, now I'm not only a TEDx speaker, I'm a TED speaker also. So मतलब वो मैंने ड्रीम बनाया था जब वो शुरू हुआ था TED. Imagine 2002 में जाके मैंने सोचा था कि यार TED पे जाके बोलना है एक दिन. And imagine, English बोलनी नहीं आती थी सर उस टाइम पे. I did not know how to speak in English. I was a Hindi speaking person from a small gaon in Rajasthan. And imagine from there, I have become a TED speaker 2 times, 3 times now. And multiple time TED speaker, multiple times speaking in various international and national forums. It just takes that much grit and determination. ये आपको ही ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. मतलब लोग तो बोलेंगे, और सर आज तक लोग सुनाते हैं, मतलब ये कोई वो नहीं. अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ, I'm telling you, some of them will still get back and think ये ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट है, ये ज्यादा बोलता है. आप मुझे किसी सोशल गैदरिंग में देखोगे, मेरे से ज्यादा चुप रहने वाला बंदा नहीं. मेरे घर पे मैं कुछ बोलता ही नहीं हूँ. माय फैमिली, माय फादरहुड से तो बोलता ही नहीं है कुछ भी. And probably when I'm in a forum like this, I am there to speak up, to say this is what I stand for. So yes, it is absolutely okay what people think about you. आपको इतना डिटर्मिनेशन खुद ही रखना पड़ेगा, there is no other choice. और ये आपकी मर्जी है कि आप उनकी बातों से घबराओगे तो वो वहीं रह जाओगे. अल्टीमेटली दैट इज द ओनली आंसर कि यू हैव टू डिसाइड वेयर डू यू वांट टू बी. आज पता है सबसे ज्यादा वो लोग जो बोलते थे ना, अच्छा मजेदार बात बताता हूँ, ये सब लोग जो बोलते थे ना परेश का कुछ नहीं होगा, ये होगा वो होगा, अब वो मेरे घर पे आते हैं एंड नाउ दे से हमें तो पहले ही पता था परेश बहुत अच्छा करेगा, हमें तो पहले ही पता था ही इज अमेजिंग, ये तो इसके तो पूत के पांव पालने में ही दिखते हैं, ही वाज ऑलवेज टैलेंटेड. Why? Because अब उनको मेरे रेफरेंस की जरूरत है, अब उनको अपने बच्चे का एडमिशन कराना है, अभी उनको मेरे से फोन कॉल से काम होता है, अभी उनको मेरे से नॉलेज या एडवाइस चाहिए, तो अब मैं सबसे अच्छा बंदा हूँ. So answer to Vidhi is very simple. Vidhi, be at your job, do it well, wait for 20 years, wait for 10, 15 years. The world will come to you if you stand by yourself. Do not worry about it. ये इस समय पे intimidating लगेगा, but जब आप कुछ achieve कर लोगे, सब दुनिया आके बोलेगी आप वाओ हो. So don't worry about it. Be at your job, do the best.
So sir, we'll take last two questions. ये question है ईशा का कि sir, as you said, if you fail in one area, you are destined to achieve success in another. But how can we decide कि जो रास्ता चुना है वो सही है? वो पता कैसे चलेगा?
हाँ, तो ये पता कभी भी नहीं चलेगा. So आपको एक ही पाथ लेकर के बढ़ जाना है, फिर आगे जब जाओगे तब और रास्ते निकलते जाएंगे एंड तब आप फिर रास्ता बदल सकते हो. एंड इट इज ओके. इट इज लाइक क्लाइंबिंग अ हिल and you don't have the paths already known. Some paths are known, some paths are not known. You might choose any of those two paths. And when you step, the only thing is खड़े रहने से तो काम नहीं चलेगा ना. कोई तो पाथ, आप सोचे क्रॉस रोड पे खड़े हो, और क्रॉस रोड क्या ऐसी जगह है जहां पे 50 रास्ते निकलते हैं, आपको कोई तो एक रास्ते पे आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा. डू यू हैव अ चॉइस? यू डोंट हैव अ चॉइस. देयर आर ओनली बेटर इन्फॉर्म्ड डिसीजंस. सो आप ये कर सकते हो, आप अपनी नॉलेज बढ़ाओ. राइट. सो वन सिंपल थिंग व्हिच आई कैन टेल यू इज रीड अ लॉट. Right? Understand a lot, meet a lot of people, experience as many things, do as many internships for that matter. खूब सारी internships करो, खूब सारी चीजों को experience करके थोड़ा करके देखो. Because only when you step towards one path that you realize अच्छा मेरे को करना है कि नहीं करना है, फिर then sometimes it's okay to retrace back. मैं बताता हूँ, sorry but I'll tell you a very funny story here. I joined a B school in India. It was a good school. I don't want to name the school. मैंने crack किया अच्छे. It was one of the top 10 schools in India. I joined that school. I went to that B school, and then when I went there, I realized कि मुझे टीचर से ज्यादा आता था और सारे टीचर से ज्यादा आता था. तो मैं वापस आया, मैंने कहा मेरे को तो नहीं पढ़ना. मैं छोड़ के आ गया. Then I said मैं अब ऐसे कॉलेज में जाऊंगा जहां पर I can look up to my mentors. And then I went and studied in London. So yes, it is okay to retrace that path back and say नहीं समझ आता. Right? मैं म्यूजिक सीखने गया. Some people said you can become a musician, take it as a career. I said नहीं, मुझे करियर नहीं बनाना, मुझे म्यूजिशियन बनना है, बट मैं सीखना चाहता हूँ. It is not necessary to do it. So you take that step, come back again, take those decisions. So yes, as you grow in your life, as you mature in life, मैंने कभी जिंदगी में नहीं सोचा था सर मैं मेंटर बनूंगा, मैं एकेडमिशियन बनूंगा if at all, या I would talk to people. मैं तो क्वाइट वाला बच्चा था मेरे घर का, अब मैं बोलता, काम ही बोलने का है. So imagine this is unimaginable. So answer to Isha is very very simple, that आप आगे बढ़ो, एक चीज को फुल डिटर्मिनेशन से करो, अच्छा करो, फुलफिल करो, बेस्ट करके दिखाओ, मूव दैट एंगल. देन इफ यू डिसाइड ये सही नहीं जा रहा है, कहीं और चल जाओ. और उस टाइम पे जितनी आपकी नॉलेज है उसके हिसाब से बेस्ट इंफॉर्मेशन और बेस्ट जजमेंट लेना पड़ेगा. सो आई थिंक that is the answer that I can probably share here. Things will turn around, trust me, everything will be great.
Yes sir. So last question, actually मैं दो क्वेश्चन को एक में क्लब करके लास्ट क्वेश्चन बोल रहा हूँ. मनन ये पूछ रहा है कि ये आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस से मदद कैसे ले एमबीए में. और दूसरा क्वेश्चन जो है वो प्रियंका पूछ रही है कि सर व्हाट आर द नेसेसरी स्किल्स दैट आई शुड डेवलप इन दीज 2 years of PGDM स्पेशली टू ग्रो इन माय करियर. These are the last questions.
I know ये artificial intelligence वाला question ना बार बार आता है. और I think I find it amusing because I feel that this is just a technology. और ये race है probably between man and machine, and we have to beat them down. That's it, simple. So अब आपके लिए ये challenge भी आ गया कि yes there are things. तो yes तुम artificial intelligence का use अपने question के आंसर लिखने में ले सकते हो अगर तुम चाहो तो, अपने research paper बनाने में, but फिर प्रशांत सर जैसे लोग पकड़ लेंगे और फिर तुमको 0 दे देंगे, तो वो हो सकता है. हम तो ऐसा
मैं
करते हैं।
उनको पकड़ने के लिए एक कोर्स मैंने किया है. As a
Yeah,
freshers, I need to be above par, na?
yes, absolutely. So yes, don't try to use AI for the wrong reasons, but all the right reasons. So there is so much to be done in AI. So treat it like a tool. It is like gaadi hai. Aaj se, matlab, imagine world 100 years back when we did not have motor vehicles, when people used to, go on a rath or a ghoda and, walk around. Then we had some cars, then we improvised, then we became better. And then we have now super amazing cars and modes of transport. And we have improvised and started using them to our benefit. Right? So it's not that, it's a tool, and treat it like a tool. It's just another tool. It's like another computer in your hand. It's like another mobile phone in your hand. It is only that much. So do not try to, think of it as a threat. Think of it like a tool and an advantage. Just that you have to be top of that advantage. जब गाड़ी चलाई है, अच्छी गाड़ी आएगी तो सीखना तो पड़ेगा. Right? अगर एक लैपटॉप आएगा तो सीखना तो पड़ेगा. आपके सामने कीबोर्ड पड़ा होगा तो उस पर टाइप करना सीखना पड़ेगा ना. आप पेन एंड पेपर पे नहीं जी सकते हो. So world has to change, life has to change. You have to just become deft at AI. So that is just one skill that you have to act and adopt, and it's only that much. That's the answer to this question. And the things that you should learn during this period, what are the skills? My answer is, it is unbound. It is unlimited. This is not only 2 years. It is going to be a lifetime that you have to keep learning. I am also learning every day. If I'm not learning in a particular day, I am a dead end. राइट. सो प्लीज ऐसा मत करना. बट हाँ, इस टाइम पे क्या कर सकते हो, इस टाइम पे देखो कि तुम बेस्ट स्किल्स, अपना प्रोफाइल बनाओ, अच्छा प्रोफाइल, गुड लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल. बाय द एंड ऑफ योर 2 years you should invariably have say 4 to 5,000 connections. You should connect with all the top shot corporates. You should understand what is business, what is entrepreneurship, what is doing a job, what are corporate jobs, what is a profile, how it works, all of that. It's very, very important for you to have that thought process. Build yourself as a person whom people admire and look up to. So build a personality. Start thinking about your style, your speaking style, your dressing sense, your ability to express, communicate, present, think about, analyze a particular problem, logical thinking, problem solving. Very, very important skills. Okay. I'll tell you one very interesting skill that you should build upon, and that's going to add up a lot of value, which is called integrity. दुनिया में आज की समय पे लोग सब झूठ बोलने में लगे हैं, but trust me, corporates में value integrity की है. आज अगर मेरे सामने कोई एम्प्लॉय आता है ना, एक अनस्किल्ड एक स्किल्ड, बट एक झूठा और एक सच्चा, I would select the sacha person with less skills. I'll train him. It is okay to train that person, but I can't train integrity, right? So be ethical and have integrity, which is very important. So build that thought process कि मुझे cheating नहीं करनी है बेमतलब को. You'll see people cheating around you. It does not make sense. Long term में आपको backfire करेगा ही करेगा. Right? So very, very important skill to build here. And number 4, technology. Trust me, there is no shortcut to technology anymore. So keep building, keep knowing a lot of technology skills. You have no choice. So be at the top of technology rather than thinking about कि मैं, technology की जगह मेरा तो यही forte है. Don't be scared of doing this. Just adopt it nicely. Be adapted. Don't resist changes. Accept those changes. Life बदलेगी. उस life के बदलने का मजा लो. Enjoy every moment. And the last thing that I want to say is, do not be scared of failures. Failure is a good thing. So I wish you a lot of failures so that you become super successful in life. So failure से बड़ा teacher कोई नहीं होता. इस time पे आप जितना fail, अभी कोई नहीं check कर रहा है आपको, right? People judge us more than you. So understand, हमारे लिए fail होने में ज्यादा बड़ी problem है, आपके fail होने में कोई problem नहीं होता. So ask as many questions, fail as many times, गलत करो, सब चलता है. Right? Do those mistakes, learn, at least you will move somewhere and life will be super good. So yeah, that's about it.
Oh, that's great, sir. Thank you. एक और feedback आया है ईशा का. Sir, not a question, but just a great appreciation for all the concerns which are solved by you. Truly inspired and got a lot of new information from your experience. And surely it would help a lot to all of us. Thank you so much, sir. ये ईशा कह रही है. So that was indeed a privilege to again listen to you, and we got a chance to interact with you. So thank you so much, Paresh sir, for giving us your precious time. Thank you so much. Any last message from your side, sir, to these champions?
Oh God, I think these kids are amazing. I love the questions. I'm sorry, I think we can't answer all these questions, and I can see the chats now. You guys are beautiful, amazing people. Have faith in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. Do not lose it, guys. You know you are worth a diamond or more. So you are a diamond in yourself. Please do not undermine yourself ever. Just do not think you are not good enough. That's the worst thing that you can imagine in your life. तो आप अपने ऊपर confidence रखो, do the best of what comes through, and everything will happen. And do not feel shy of taking help from anybody. So just reach out to people whom you think can help you, and I wish you super luck and success. So yes, thank you, take care, and take a lot of good care for yourself.
Thank you so much, sir. And friends, those who have not yet finished the hostel requisition formalities, finish it quickly. Be in touch with your admission counselor and finish it. Next week, we will meet again with one more erudite scholar, speaker, industry mentor. So, Paresh sir, thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
bye, sir. And friends, please take care.